Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Test Associates podcast, where we explore ideas, innovations, and leaders that are shaping the future of business and technology. Today's podcast is brought to you in collaboration with the AI Awards, which are now officially open for entries. The AI Awards is a global platform celebrating innovations and organizations that are driving groundbreaking projects in artificial intelligence. So if that sounds like you, don't miss the chance to be recognized on one of the most prestigious stages in the AI community. Joining us today is Dorothy Wrobel from G2A. With her experience in building and leading teams through fast-paced transformation, she will be sharing her insights on what it truly means to be a digital-first organization, not just one that adopts latest technology, but one that redefines how people, culture, and strategy come together in an increasingly connected world. So, without any further ado, welcome to the podcast, Dorothy. How are you?
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me here. I'm good. How about you?
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, we're in the UK, so I think my catchphrase has become to the UK whether it could always be worse. So it is, isn't it? Like, it's quite cloudy today. The sun wasn't out, but it could be worse. It could be raining. It could be windy. You never know.
Indeed.
Yeah. How about you? Where are you based?
Right now, I'm located in Italy with really beautiful weather,
Really?
sunny
I
outside,
am
like
not at all
27
jealous.
degrees. Yeah.
Not at all jealous. Well, anyway, Dorothy, like, thank you so much for being on this podcast today and taking some time out. But my first question to you now is, from your perspective and all the experience that you've had, what do you think makes a true digital first business?
Well, digital first business is one that places digital technology at the very core of its strategy, first of all, but also operations and culture. This means that every process, product, and customer interaction is designed to leverage digital tools and platforms,
Yeah.
ensuring practically agility and innovation in a rapidly changing environment. And such a business operates primarily through digital channels, offering its products, of course, and services online,
Hmm.
and using advanced technologies like, of course, AI, AR, and cybersecurity solutions to stay ahead of the curve. And the digital first approach allows companies like ours to reach global audiences efficiently and adapt quickly to you know, change market trends that are actually changing very dynamically.
Yeah. Amazing. And beyond just adopting to the latest technology, what else do you think is involved in being a digital first business?
Being digital first is also about building a culture of trust, in my
Mm.
opinion, collaboration, accountability, and high performance, all enabled by, of course, digital tools.
Yeah.
It requires empowering employees to succeed in a fast evolving landscape, encouraging continuous learning, and
Hmm.
fostering a mindset open to change and experimentation every day.
Yeah, definitely.
It also, in my opinion, prioritizes cybersecurity and data protection,
Hmm.
especially when teams are distributed and working remotely.
Mm.
Seamless communication and project management through online communicators and cloud workspace platforms are, in my opinion, essential. As is a commitment to environmental responsibility by minimizing, let's say, physical office space and reducing carbon emissions through digital operations, which is
Hmm.
also very important nowadays.
Yeah, 100%. Like, there's obviously so much of change that we are coming across, especially with the inclusion of AI, isn't it?
Yeah.
But at the same time, there are also things that are concerning, right? So, according to you, what do you think are the biggest challenges for companies today that are continuing to adopt remote work models and AI? And how can leaders prepare to overcome them?
I think that one major challenge is managing cybersecurity risks.
Yeah.
As remote work increases the responsibility of the individual employees
Hmm.
to protect, let's say, sensitive data, regular cybersecurity training and heightened awareness are necessary, in my opinion, to mitigate threats and ensure that the safety of the company
Hmm.
information across various locations. Another challenge is maintaining company culture
Yeah.
and, of course, employee engagement when teams are not physically together. Leaders must foster trust, motivation, and unity through digital channels while also adapting the new technologies and
Hmm.
AI-driven security solutions, ensuring employees are well trained and
Yeah.
supported in those tools, and managing global cooperation across time zones. It's
Yeah.
also a challenge, could be, let's say, and culture.
100%. I've had so
Uh,
many colleagues say that, like, especially when you start working remotely, in their past organizations, it's very difficult to create that sense of community when you're working remote. Like,
yeah,
you feel, yeah, you sort of miss that, isn't it? To sort of go into office and actually work with people, and you don't get that when you're working from home.
yeah, and you cannot hear about the problems where, taking the cup of coffee. Why
Exactly.
people
Exactly.
normally they were discussing those problems and
Yeah.
taking the cup of coffee, right?
Yeah.
So you need to create like a digital meeting
Yeah.
uh, for the same purpose. But also, I think that leaders should assess AI awareness with their teams
Hmm.
and define a bit, let's say, of the clear implementation scopes and provide ongoing trainings to maximize the benefits of AI and also to address ethical concerns and transparency. This is
Lovely.
also important.
Yeah, 100%. And in your experience, like, how do you think business leaders can essentially, foster a sense of company culture and community and belonging when people are working remotely? How do they actually do that? What are some practical steps to do that?
I think that business leaders can build a strong culture by emphasizing trust, motivation, responsibility, and unity. Even
Mm,
when employees are working from different locations, this involves, in my view, setting clear values and expectations and
yeah,
recognizing individual and team achievements to
yeah,
keep, everyone engaged and connected,
yeah.
but also using digital tools for daily connectivity and collaboration, such as Teams, Zoom, Slack,
Mm,
helps maintain, in my opinion, regular communication and the teamwork. Leaders should
yeah.
also conduct like a regular feedback
Hmm.
and satisfaction surveys to listen to employees and continuously improve the remote let's say work experience, but also having like a human face is also something very appreciated. Like you can call
Yeah,
your employee and just ask if everything is okay, right? That simple question could also help, let's say, to maintain connectivity with the employees,
yeah.
because sometimes it's difficult to find out what is,
It really
let's say.
is, isn't it? I was working remote for like I think 3 months, whilst I was out of the UK, and yeah, it just did not feel the same. Like as much as you try to like make it work on like Teams, or on Outlook, it just yeah, it is quite difficult.
Yeah, that's why it's very important to organize occasional, let's say, in-person gatherings and team
Yeah.
meetings. Even, if most interactions are online, those
Hmm.
can strengthen relationship and reinforce a sense of belonging.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. And how do you think technology is like reshaping the way remote teams are managed and helping people feel more connected, especially obviously if people are working across different time zones? How do you think that sort of ties in together?
I think that technology enables seamless communication and project management across global teams, making
Mhm.
it possible to collaborate effectively regardless of physical distance. platforms like Teams or Office 365 allow
Mm,
for real-time updates, so this is not a challenge anymore. Shared documents, virtual meetings, all of them are helping maintain productivity and connection and let's say, the updates. But the advanced security solutions and vulnerability management systems, those are the most important in my opinion. They can safeguard remote work environments and employees'
mm,
devices,
mhm.
ensuring that company data remains protected. And in here, I guess that AI enhances operational efficiency
Yeah.
by actually automating, many of the repetitive tasks, improving data analysis, and
Mm,
supporting better decision-making process for managers and the
yeah.
teams as well.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense. Well, thank you so much, Dorothy. Those were all the
Thank
questions
you
I
very
have for
much.
you. But thank you so much for taking some time out and shedding some light in terms of how we can better manage remote teams, and how even AI comes into play with all of this. So thank you so much for shedding some light on the key challenges that we're facing today. Um, but yeah, thank you again. Any last thoughts for our audience?
No, I think that the last thought should be to explore as much as you can in terms of AI tools and
Mm,
treat them as a helper and not as an obstacle or
mm,
competitor.
yeah. Yeah, 100%. Like there's just so much of negative stuff as well about AI that, oh my gosh, they're replacing jobs. But there are some positives to look at as well. And obviously there's a way to sort of keep ourselves updated with it, which is where leaders like you come into play to sort of give our audience a bit of insight into how we can actually be updated for, 2026 and be like ready for 2026.
Yeah.
Thank you again, Dorothy.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
thanks.
much for having me.
No
Thank you.
worries. Thank you for being here.